Oh,
So Respawn and Vince Zampella is doing a panel at PAX East,
right.
but somebody asked him about any reveals, and he said, "No, we're just doing a panel, but no plans on doing a big reveal." I call bullshit.
Okay.
Like, what are you gonna sit there and talk about the game that everybody's already playing? Is that it? That you're playing? Like, or just answer or get a bunch of questions that you're not going to answer? Then no, they're going to have something. They always have something. Everybody always has. Because they
Maybe
really,
have they got any
because I don't.
plans to launch anything like COD Elite or well they've got the season pass, but I mean like the battle log, like a stats tracking sort of thing. Do they have anything
Yeah,
released out like
that's
that?
that's coming. They said they're working on a web page. So.
Do you reckon that could be some sort of announcement
Uh,
there at 33?
no, hopefully it'll be out before then. I don't really think like E3 is a place to announce games and shit, not really to talk about. Well, you could, but you'd be, you wouldn't be on the big stage. You'd be like in one of the little, um, what do you call them?
Like
Panels or whatever. That's why I think something's going to be said at PAX. They might even say about the web page at PAX. So.
so we're gonna talk about like the patch later. I want to talk about
Ugh.
just first though. What do you think to Titanfall's approach compared to like Call of Duty now, with Call of Duty like including the Predator thing?
I like the Predator thing. I because I love the Predator. I think I looked at a couple videos of it and they look cool. I mean, it had everything in it that they do on the movies. Like it had the invisibility, it had the laser, like the laser sight on, like the shoulder mounted laser sight there.
Yeah,
And what I thought was really cool is if you kill it, then it goes into that animation where it puts on the nuke
yeah.
and it kills everybody on the map. I thought that was pretty cool. So
Well, I think that kind of goes towards the point I was just about to make, like how it's like just adding like Titanfall's taking a really back to simple approach, back to basics approach,
yeah,
and Call of Duty's just adding like stupidly way more complication in. They keep doing it, and now they've gone with Predator. I mean, like I know that you like Predator because you like the Alien and
yeah,
Alien
no,
series,
like
but
and it's the same
first
thing.
of all,
Like
they have like Mike Myers and
yeah, they've added weapon pickups like they have in Battlefield too.
yeah.
Like you can pick up a random weapon and so. But if Call of Duty as itself, it's not allowed to change,
Well,
right?
I
Like
think just to go back on that actually, I just thought I think Call of Duty 4 had random weapon pickups, but it was like part of the the private game modes that you could play. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, I remember going into like loads of private games with my mates, and uh,
yeah.
it was like there was
Oh
plenty of
no, that
weapons.
was yeah. I know what that was. That was a game type though.
Yeah, yeah, special game
Yeah,
types. So it's not as if it's
yeah,
like like they're yeah they've basically copied like the Battlefield thing, but it's not as if they've not
yeah,
had that before in their franchise. So.
yeah. But well, that's the thing. Like Call of Duty as a franchise, they're not allowed to change or all the like. It's got no matter how much people hate on it, it's got a huge, huge fan base,
But
right?
it's got to the point now where they're like with the Predator, they're
No,
sort
I
of
know.
parodying themselves. They're like
Yeah, I
taking the
know.
piss out of themselves, even they're even admitting like it's not good or serious anymore. Whereas before, like if you look at think back to like COD 2, like how serious that game was, like how serious they took it, and like how
Yeah, I
seriously
know,
their image was
but
projected. Like
yeah,
like now they're taking the piss out of themselves. It's like
yeah, but no, but what I'm getting at is, um, there are a lot of people that keep on saying it's like, oh, it's the same game. I'm tired of it. I'm bored with it. I'm blah 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 blah. But the huge majority of people are, if you change this game, I will hate you, because they love it. It's the run gun shoot 'em up arcade style shooter that people love. I played it. I loved it for what it was, and now they're adding new things. You're not really changing the game, but you're adding certain things in it to make it a little bit different, right?
But look
And
at the
yet,
difference between. Do you not think there's been change since like COD 4?
the only differences that are in now is more and more shit keeps getting added in, like helicopters and airplanes and whatever, this, that, and the other thing.
Well, yeah,
But
there's
now,
like
now
stupid
they're
kill
it's the
streaks and
same. It's the same thing, but they're just different things. Like every game has, well, instead of a stealth jet dropping one bomb, it's 15 stealth jets dropping 50 bombs. And
see, I
like
don't think I'm
I
too
wish it
worried
was
about
all
the
back.
change. I just wish because what they seem to do is like take the change, and then like not do any more changes and sort of just extremely like go down the path of one thing. So like they found kill streaks, everybody loved kill streaks. That was good innovation. That was a good change. And then they've just totally like taken the idea of kill streaks and like totally gone down, like followed it down the path and seen where they could go with it and totally like
Oh
used
yeah.
the idea up. And it's the same with like Extinction now. Like Zombies was amazing, and Extinction's like one of the most boring things I've ever played, in my opinion anyway. Even doing all the Easter eggs and stuff like that. So it just seems like I just wish they would do those like sort of changes and keep doing them year on year. That's what I would like. I'd love to see those innovations. If we had something as good as a game changing or as exciting as when Kill Streaks was first introduced, or as when Zombies was first introduced. If we had that every year, that'd be amazing. But it just seems like well, obviously they realize they can do very small changes and then milk them for as much money as they can over as many games as they can. And it just seems
Yeah.
like COD Ghost is sort of the I don't know, maybe the next game, obviously being fully designed for the current gen, maybe will be their big game changer. So that's maybe why COD Ghost is like sort of at the end of the train, maybe. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because now you got Sledgehammer Game is going to make the next one, and then Treyarch's going to make the one after that, and it's
Yeah.
just going to go on and on. But I'm not really interested in what Sledgehammer is going to do, because I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing as Ghosts. Because they're, but I am interested to see what Treyarch's going to do. But I wish they would come out with a Call of Duty and say, okay, well, you can either play the one with a whole bunch of uh, kill streaks and whatever, or you can play like, I don't want to say a dumbed down version, but a back to basics version of like Call of Duty 4.
Well, they've
You
already
know,
had other versions or other spin-offs shut down or have to be closed down or whatever called, like the third-person one that was going to take place.
yeah,
I don't know if
but
you remember.
no, I mean,
I
like
think
you
was
can
that
have
that
it.
was
You can have
Respawn,
it in
wasn't
the
it?
same game. I'm just saying, like a map set or a lobby that
Well, that's what
says,
they had to do by the end of it, didn't it? Isn't it? Like they had to clump it on the
yeah, you
end.
got to go. I think they got to go back. I think that's why Titanfall is such a good is a hit, is because yeah, there is some things in there, like the main one being a Titan, but as far as like there's no kill streaks, there's no 10,000 guns,
Exactly.
20 million freaking different kill streaks. It's just few guns, a few types of grenades, or like well, two types of grenades and a
Yeah.
satchel charge, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like back, it's almost
Exactly.
back to
So
basics. But
that's what I'm saying. Like they're sort of like the Respawn are sort of the Call of Duties that I hope the Call of Duty like would be, or in the perfect universe, like they're sort of doing these innovations. I hope for the second one, they're gonna like fully, do something else spectacular, but not like, just add like stupidly, like if they were to add like 50 million Titans in and then stupid amounts of like perks and stuff like that,
yeah,
then they'd be doing the same thing that COD does. But
yeah,
I don't think
I
they,
don't
I don't think they will. But the
know.
the problem that we're seeing now is it's kind of scaring me, and I think like I totally can see Battlefield like trying to keep up with COD, and I first of all, I don't know why they would want to do that apart from money. But the problem is like Titanfall is gonna make a shit ton because it's giving people exactly what they want,
Yeah.
and that's how you get the money. You don't like try and tell people what they want or like I don't know what EA and DICE are trying to do, but it just seems like the more I
Well, they,
see Titanfall's approach and compared to COD's, the more I see like Battlefield's approach being similar to COD's.
yeah, Battlefield. I think their problem is they're trying to please the majority. Well, I don't want to say the majority because I can't see there being that many people out there. I think they're trying to please everybody, but they're trying to please everybody that's whining, and I don't think the majority of people that play Battlefield are the ones that are whining. I think it's just they're the vocal majority. It's like, I have a hard time believing that there's a lot of people that asks for high buildings so they can snipe from. Like, and that's what they built in the Battlefield. It's like almost every map has a tall building on it so you can snipe from.
Or some tower or some point.
Yeah, and like who the hell wants that? Nobody. It's just a pain in the butt because you're trying to play, and the whole time you're playing, you're like bullets are whizzing by you, but not from somewhere you can see. It's from way the hell up there,
Yeah.
and you can't shoot them because
All you
they
have to
poke
do
their
is-
head out, shoot, and then run away.
Yeah, and all you have to do and then the other side happens where you just sat in like Caspian border, and without like halfway through the game, if you spawn in a tank at your base, you just aim on the tower and shoot a few times, and you're gonna get like 5 kills, and it's like, well, what is the point? Like, because they're all just sat there, so you can it encourages people just to camp back then with like a tank and just shoot people, or counter snipe them from far off, because they know that they can go anywhere on the map as long as they look in that direction. At some point in the game, shitloads of people are going to go up there.
Yeah.
So it just encourages people to stay away from objectives, not participate in playing the actual
Well,
game.
you look at Flood Zone,
Yeah.
Bravo and Charlie on large, or no, Bravo, the one at the gas station and the one underneath the buildings, like whatever, the Bravo and Charlie, Bravo Delta, I don't know what
Yeah,
it is.
I know them by like location, not. I
Yeah,
don't know any
but
flags basically by.
You don't even want to go there because you're getting sniped at the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like,
building,
and then they say, well, grab a helicopter. Well, there's 20 million different anti-aircraft freaking things that as soon as you get in the helicopter, you're shot down. So, and that goes back to the vocal majority of whiners. It's like, okay, you got to go back. You say, okay, Battlefield Bad Company 2. There was a big problem with really, really good helicopter pilots.
Yeah.
They just sat there circling your base
Yeah.
and blowing up everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was pissed off too, and a lot, the argument is, well, just shoot them out of the air with your RPG. Well, a lot harder on there than any other game,
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, give them a stinger. Okay, I'm fine with that, and as long as the helicopter is well defendable.
Yeah.
And it was, in my opinion, it was like a gunner with a flare and the driver with a flare. I was fine with that because if I really wanted them out, I would get them out of the sky, no problem. I would just tell a buddy, you do it and I do it. We'll get them down, and that worked.
And you being able to do that, right? Like, I think that is a lot more fun when you've taken that chopper down with a friend. I think that's a lot more fun than you being able to like easily take it out.
Because
there 50 of them every minute or something.
There was a challenge to it, It's like you had to work with a buddy, and that's what Battlefield is all about, trying to, teamwork. So you had to work with a buddy to knock that helicopter, and when you did, it was very gratifying.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh, helicopter, fire my missile, it's dead. Yep.
Well, that's what I was basically like trying to get to, like with their approaches compared to Titanfall and Call of Duty. Like, it just seems like especially with Battlefield 3, they were sort of like maybe halfway there, like halfway right. Basically, they encourage teamwork a lot more well, especially Battlefield 3 compared, well, Battlefield 2 obviously, but in Battlefield 3, teamwork was a lot more encouraged than it is, especially in
Yeah.
Battlefield compared to Battlefield
Well,
4. So
Battlefield 3 was getting really close to being the perfect Battlefield.
yeah, yeah,
But then they started really tinkering and playing with a lot of stuff. Like the
yeah,
helicopter thing for one, like it made the community pretty much mad.
yeah,
And that was where it started to slide down. And it's like, things got worse. They started nerfing stuff and
yeah,
that people
yeah,
liked and then it's like, all right, whatever, but we got through it. And then Battlefield 4 came out and it was just like nobody asked for these humongously high buildings all over the place.
yeah.
So map design just I'm like, what? Like Flood Zone.
What I don't get is they had so many good things, right? What they've done from Battlefield 3, and that's the thing that got them all the fans. That's the thing that's
Yeah.
got them all this build up from Battlefield. Like, well, what was the last one they released before? Bad Company 2? Or was okay? So Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 4. The huge increase is Battlefield 3. They've had so many fans from that game, and that game, like we've said, like was more aimed at creating that sort of achieved, let's call it achieved sense of fun. Like you've achieved something and you've got fun from it, and it's a lot more you get a lot more gratification from it, and that's why I think a lot of people like that game. And it just seems like they had so many good things going right in that game. A lot of the times we say, well, it comes down to money. That must be the reason why they're doing this. It comes down to money. Well, I don't get that argument for some things, because they did a lot of things that we liked in Battlefield 3, or that were heading the right way, and if and that's what got them all the sales. So clearly, doing things that we like and doing things the way they were doing them was getting them money. I don't get why they've U-turned on so many things.
Yeah. Well, like that's like the Battlefield community that we follow. Like to me, that's the community. Like
yeah,
everybody,
it's
everybody,
not the whole community, but
no, it's not. But I mean, the people we all follow and that are on the Twitters and whatever, they're the hardcore community, and
yeah.
I don't like. Yes, you got to balance it. Like, do I only listen to these people? Well, if you did, then the game could suck just as much either way. But
Yeah.
as far as I knew, the Battlefield community as a whole, all they wanted was commander mode and battle camera, or whatever they want to call it, right? Well, okay, they gave us
And Dino mode.
Well, I'm one that didn't want that, but
What? Dino mode? It's
no,
so sick.
whatever. No, it would not be.
It's like I just need to move my PC. The fan's gonna start making shit. So it might sound like I'm falling downstairs. Okay.
You are.
There we go. Right. At least the fan won't go mental now.
What was that? Yeah. So that's all they really wanted, and so going into Battlefield 4, like nobody asked for an anti-aircraft tank on every map. Nobody asked for these really, really high buildings on every map, so they can have 10 snipers on it, just being a pain in the ass. And to say, well, you can get your helicopter and just take them out. Well, you can't, because the helicopter, as soon as it spawns and gets above the base, it's shot down by that anti-aircraft gun. That's not even sitting. It's sitting out of bounds the whole time, so you can't even get at it.
Well, that's how they've broken the rock paper scissors. Like Eric was saying, I don't know, 2 weeks ago on our podcast, and like Battlefield podcast said like a couple of days ago. That's how they've broken like the rock paper scissors. Like the rock paper scissors there with the anti-aircraft. I think that's the one that Battlefield podcast used as an example. Is that when they drive it out into what used to happen is you used to have to drive out into the middle of the battle to sort of get into the area where you'd be in target or in range to target vehicles in the sky. But now with the passive active radar, the ones that just send them off and they lock on. No, you can just sit as far back as you want and just launch missiles away. So there's no. It's like they've broken that. There's nothing that sort of beats that. Like.
Yeah. Well, it's like that and the artillery thing. You could drive it out of bounds and just sit there and fire all day and not have to worry about it. It's like You can't tell me you can't make it so that you have to be in bounds to fire that thing. You like, yeah, I look at Halo, they do a whole bunch of stuff, and you could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me there's no option there. So I know there is. So
So do you want to talk about any more of Battlefield 4, or should we move on to the Titanfall patch?
I think we should move on to Titanfall because
Titanfall.
I haven't even touched Battlefield 4 since
Dum dum
Titan,
dum.
since Titanfall, and I'm a huge Battlefield fan. Everybody knows me. I am a huge Battlefield fan.
It's like
I
a
haven't
money
even
hole.
touched.
He's doing it for the views.
Yeah, that's right. I've only put out like 3 videos on Titanfall, but whatever. No, I'm probably gonna make a video this weekend explaining. But the main reason you don't see me anymore is because of my competition stuff with Lucky Strike. But
Well, that and the sex change to go in through. But
yeah, that too. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. But no, like, big patch came out today for Titanfall that finally gave us. They're not rent a servers. Like, you got to think more like Call of Duty. Call of Duty has like custom games, and that's what this is. They're private matches, which are custom games, but you can't customize the game yet. And I'm looking at it right now, and it says match settings, and all it says is coming soon. But what you can do is you can do a private match and grab as many people as you want, up to 12. You can start from 2 people, and like right now I can't start it because I'm only me. So I have to have a minimum of 2 people, and you can go up to 12 people, and you can pick a map, pick a game type, and go play. So that's what the competition, or that's what the competitive gamers have been wanting. So it's here. So me and my team and my clan, we're actually going to start scrimming now. So, because this is what we've been waiting for. So that was the big thing on this patch. What else? Oh, the other big one was the Gooser challenge. Like, uh, for Gen 5 to go from Regen 5 to 6. Yeah, you needed 50 Goosers, which is shoot pilots out of the ones that ejected out of their Titans. You needed 50 of them. Well, I know there's some people will say, "Oh, I got mine easily enough," and I'm like, well, probably because you had a team. And I was talking to some guys that already had it, and it's like, yeah, they would just sit back and let their team hit a Titan until the guy ejected, and then they'd shoot him out of the air. Well, most people playing Titanfall don't have a team, right? And they don't know that, okay, there's one about to die, look up, all right, and whatever. But so 50 for them is, I'm not going to say unreachable, because I'm sure there are some people that did it, but it's hard, right? And especially now everybody's got that invisibility cloak on, or I can't remember. I think it's just called cloak. I don't know what. But so as soon as they eject, they turn it on. You can't. Like, the argument is, yeah, you can still see the flames out of their jetpack and whatever, but sometimes you can't. Like, not everybody has a.
they've also got that. I don't know if it would replace it, but they've also got that perk, pilot ability or something, where you can hide it, isn't it? Like, it's called stealth or something like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get to hide
So
your jetpack exhaust.
yeah, so, and not everybody has a 1080p freaking 10,000 gajillion whatever pixel television. So sometimes the guy ejects, goes invisible, and you're like, well, I know he's up there. I have no idea where he is. So,
Especially with that auto ejecting, yeah.
yeah, like, so for those of you that got your 50, I'm happy for you. And like Respawn said, they're going to give those people something down the road. Like, I have a feeling that customization is going to come out one of these days, and they'll probably get a free skin or something for their gun or their Titan or whatever, and say, "Yeah, I got 50." And I wish I could do it. I got my 5. I'm going to regen like in a minute here, and go to number 6 because I got all these double XP cards that I've been saving. But so
How many you
that's
got
the 17.
now? What the hell, I guess.
Yeah, I've been saving them up.
They did a lot to the hardpoint domination scoring changes, which is good. They wanted to reward and encourage players to go out and capture enemy hardpoints. Um, so it seems that they're listening to people who want to play the objective.
Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at them now. Like you can change your colors.
Okay, this is up on the up at the top, isn't
So
it? Party colours.
yeah,
Do you want to
party
read that out?
colors.
What I think I'm going to have is just a picture for this podcast. So I'll obviously put the link in the description. But do you want to read this out for people who are too lazy to click on a link?
Yeah. So for party colors, as your party members and their titans now show up on the mini map in green colors instead of the normal blue colors. Other friendly that the other friendlies use. So it's kind of like the Battlefield thing,
Yeah,
where you knew your squad members and all of that. But
yeah.
so this helps you figure out where your friends are. You got Auto Titan color in obituary. Your Auto
That's when
Titan's
you
name
die,
now.
obviously.
Yeah, your Auto Titan's name now shows up in the obituary with the gold color that your own name does. Previously, it had the same blue color as any other friendly. This makes it easier to keep tabs on how your Titan is doing. Um, all the wall hack exploits have been removed.
Yeah,
This is a PC thing. PC cheaters were able to modify their local configuration files to enable a sort of wall hack cheat using legit game code.
yeah.
That has been closed.
Very good.
Menu change.
You mentioned they were talking about the what is it? The cheaters. They put their own little lobbies.
Oh, that is
A while
awesome.
ago.
Yeah, they a while ago they figured out a way. They're not going to ban people, which a lot of companies do, and like sometimes, and I know in Call of Duty that happened. You'd get there was something that if you went into a room, you could go into one of these cheater lobbies and be a prestige 10, and some guys would be like, "Oh, I didn't even know," and do you believe them? Do you not believe them? Whatever. But a lot of people said they didn't even know. They would just go into the room and then they found out, yeah, it's true. But they would ban everybody, right? Not even caring.
Yeah.
So what they're doing with what they did with these people is like, okay, we know you're a cheater. We got it on proof. We know it. So you're going to a cheater lobby to play with all the other cheaters. So you don't get banned. You go to those cheater lobbies where everybody can use all their hacks all they want, and it'll be like a normal game to them. You know,
I
like
think I think part of the like press release said, so you better hope that you've bought the best head glitch or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Head
And
aim, I
what's
can't
what's
remember.
funny is like it'll say it on the top of the game, like you're in a cheater lobby. So if you join a friend, that it doesn't matter where that friend is on the list. If you invite him in and you go to play a game, you automatically go to a cheater lobby,
Yeah.
and then you'll find out, oh, you got caught cheating, haha,
Yeah.
leave him behind. So
Yeah.
I think that's cool. So, oh, the one thing I like about this new patch is there's a new option, like a open party app.
Yeah.
So you used to have to go to, press the white button, go to party, find your friends, all that. Now you just hit the left trigger and it opens up the party. You can invite right away,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that.
I think Battlefield is supposed to be implementing something like that soon, aren't they?
Yeah, there's talk about with Battlefield to actually be able to squad up
Yeah. Yeah.
and then go in, just like it was on Bad Company 2.
Done
I miss
like
that.
that.
I miss that a lot.
Yeah.
Like
See-
they
see,
said
that's-
before, they
See, that's again. It's so hard not to rant on Battlefield, but I just without ranting. A couple of things that you should have done, guys, is at least make sure that basic things were there, like things that everybody was expecting. Obviously, squads, being able to squad up, like pre-game, private servers. Like, there's rumors of them coming soon. But seriously, like, it's too late now. They should be out by now. Like,
Yeah.
it's way too late. Um,
Well, there was even um, there was even an update for the battle log, and it was broken. Like
when's this?
just recently.
Okay.
Like you can add friends or whatever. Or no, it was the presets. And there was a bunch of people on Twitter saying that they weren't working.
Oh right,
Like
those never work for me.
it's like you're like
They've never ever worked, so I just don't use them. But on both my One and my 360, I don't get the bug where like I used to get that it couldn't read my player data or whatever it was. I don't get that anymore, but I do get a bug where like my kits will reset to ones that they were like 3 or 4 rounds ago every now and again, which is just really annoying. I have to go through and like constantly reset them, and it'll take like 3 or 4 games of me constantly having to like if I quit out, because I often quit out at the end of a game sometimes. Cause people often leave lobbies I'm in because there's no games anymore that I like to play that are often running. So it's often one-sided. So I often have to quit at the end of the game, and when I do so, join another game, it's like constantly I have to change my class again and again and again for like 4 or 5 games, three, 4 or 5 games. So
that's why like some people bash on Titanfall for this is that it's not finished when they released it. It's like why did they release it when it's not finished? And I'm like, well, Battlefield thought they released a finished game, and look at the mess that is.
I don't.
So no, we don't. I am very happy the way Titanfall did it. Is like I'm going to release a game that's let's just say the end. It's 50% done. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But it works, right? There's hardly any problems. I've crashed maybe once or twice, but I'm not sure if that was the game or the Xbox. So, where with Battlefield, when you crash, it was Battlefield, right?
Yeah.
So, because you reloaded your gun and you crashed. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
so, and with Titanfall, it's like they released the game. I'm just gonna make up a figure that it's half done and they have more coming and all that. But everything works, everyth's fine, and they slowly add stuff. Like they've already done like 2 patches where they've added a couple of things. This is today's the new one where now they've released.
Well, the key to that is simplicity, isn't it?
Yeah, the private lobbies. So they do a little bit at a time until they get, here's your full game. Like they release with 15 maps, which is cool. Most games are like 10 maps or whatever. There's like 15 maps, and.
But that's something that doesn't add like complexity to. Yes, it adds time and effort, but it's not adding complexity. It's still very very simple. You can just cut a map if it doesn't work. And obviously, you can't just keep cutting maps, but you can just cut a map out. Whereas if you've like based a game and so many maps around this anti-air, being like going back to Battlefield or something like really really complex, like now they're talking about the riot shield, and I actually like the riot shield, but it fits the argument of adding more complexity in still to the game. If you're gonna have maps that are probably based around this riot shield and being able to use it, and then it just goes horribly wrong, and you're having to fine tune it, and you just can't get it right, it's just totally different to the situation that Titanfall's put themselves in. They put themselves in a situation where everything's really really simple, and Battlefield has missed that. Like I was just saying, they've missed the simple things like they could have copied over, like squads and private servers. They've missed all that simple stuff, and they've just gone like full blown adding complexity, complexity. Titanfall, they've taken this simple approach, like what you're saying. They add in stuff up as they go along, and it's different. They were both maybe finished 50% complete, but there's a totally different strategy in the way that they've done it. Battlefield, in my opinion, has done it the wrong way, and Titanfall's done it.
Yeah, well, that's why I say
I actually, just one very quick point. I actually like Battlefield as a franchise and a game more, and I actually like the game more, but it's so frustrating and so disheartening to play at the moment. So I find myself drifting to Titanfall.
Yeah, that's why I like Battlefield 3. I'm not going to say that's the best Battlefield, but it was good. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it, and if they would have taken all the guns and gadgets and that from Battlefield 3, moved it to Battlefield 4, not add new ones, and I think things would have been fine. But not
See,
only
I
did
can
they
see problems with
not only
that.
did they take those
But
ones, but they added a whole bunch of new crap that, like, who needs a remote control mortar? Like, come on. It's cool, but at the same time, it just promotes. Oh, I'm gonna go hide way over here while
yeah,
I launch my my
yeah,
mortars, and nobody knows where I am. So
yeah,
I think I think Battlefield 4 now promotes camping and sniping and hiding and more than any Battlefield ever has. Like Battlefield 3 had its problems with the snipers and all that,
yeah.
but it just I know we've gone from 12 on 12 to 32 on 32, but like goddamn man, like it just seems to me that the game designers, map designer in particular, it's just he must be a sniper. He has
Goodness.
to. Yeah, like he must love these high places and places to hide and all that because they are everywhere. It's insane. So now it's like you got 32 on 32 matches, but only 10 on 10 are actually trying. The rest are sniping.
Right.
It's that's how it feels. And like so the whole time you're trying, you got bullets whizzing all over the place because all these guys sniping. And so you don't really die fairly anymore. It's because
Yeah.
you've been sniped or mortared or
And a lot of them are they're very like what I was saying earlier with the in the previous podcast with the helicopters. They're very open, and there's a lot of very there's the one or two high places, like I said in the talking about the helicopter when I was ranting about those. On every odd map with the helicopters, there's a couple of high buildings, or maybe like with the naval strike, there's a huge mountain in the middle. That helps
hmm
against air vehicles, but it doesn't help at all against people on the ground at all. Like especially if you like yes, if the enemy team is cornered onto one flag and then you can position yourself with the island in between. I'm just thinking of a naval strike map in particular, the one with the big cannons and that on the fort. That one's pretty cool because you can just fly over the island and hover, go down
yeah,
and put a barrier in between. But very rarely do you get a game like that. And
yeah,
if you do, it's unbalanced. So when we get into private servers, as it should be, those types of games will hopefully get ended by good
yeah,
admins who will
yeah,
team balance. But if that's the only sort of way that you can avoid now, because there's so many people with like lock-ons that are really, we've got boats that can do it now. We've got
yeah.
look it up. We've got boats that can
Well,
do it. We've
what
got
I didn't like it, the only thing I hope they can do, and I'm wondering if this is why it's taking so long to get private servers, is I hope they're making them customizable instead of going into games and say know this, know that, know this, know that. It's like you go into the game, like, and they're just not there. I'm pretty sure Halo had that, or I do remember a game that you went in and you went to pick something, like a
mm,
weapon, and it wasn't there. Yeah, Halo had that. I know they did, because you can totally customize the whole
oh yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if like per se, let's just say it's like a guy really hates snipers and he says no sniping, and so you
They're
go into
not going to
the.
give that level of control to us. They don't. They never do. They could have given
Well,
us
I
a
know, but
really, really
I'm just
awesome spectator mode, and they gave us like
yeah.
can't do anything hardly with it,
Yeah,
especially on
but
console.
I'm just wondering if that's why it's taken so long because really it shouldn't.
Well, I looked at one of the because I'm doing a video at the moment where I'm splicing all the trailer footage together from
Yeah,
all the DLCs. It actually looks quite cool. Self promotion. Uh, but I stumbled across a video that I just had to watch where they were like promoting Battlefield, like one of the earliest promotion videos. And the
yeah,
guy goes, I can't remember who it was. It's somebody who I don't think works there anymore. I'll look really stupid if it does, but it goes, yes, we've got this new platform where, so I can't say it without laughing.
yeah,
He says we've got this new platform where we just have to make an update and it will push it out to all of the platforms. So
Yeah.
it's really time consuming. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's why PCs had private servers for months, and we've had like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I
Bullshit.
don't like it, and that's why I think a lot of people are mad, like me, myself included.
Just
It's like
so
we
much
had
bullshit.
private servers in three.
Yeah.
Why didn't it just get carried over? Like, I don't like. That's why I think there's something else going on, and
Oh,
I
there's
think,
so much lies that they've PR'd now, and
yeah.
it's
Well,
really
that's
it's
why
really
I
hard to
think
believe anything that they say now, like
that's
anything
why
at all.
that's why I think it's something bigger than just private servers. I want to believe that it's private servers with customization because it shouldn't take this long. And if it's taking this long, there has to be a reason, right? Yeah, you could do it on PC for whatever reason. I don't know, but
Do you think it could? I don't see. Do you know? This is the sort of thing that I would like speculate, like at the start, like at the end of Battlefield 3, because we're in that such like a really hyped up mode, and like now I'm like 99% sure it's not going to happen. But like the little bit of optimism that was left over in me thought, oh yeah, it could be like private servers, like what Titanfall's introducing and Call of Duty, and then it could be like Dino mode that they bring along with it, and that's why it's taken so long. I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's not gonna be it. I was like, yeah, no
yeah,
chance.
because I think like I know the competitive scene. They don't really care about private servers. They just want to be able to make a custom game,
Yeah,
right? And if they could do that, they would be happy.
yeah.
Other people want private servers so they can, you know, have more control
Well,
and kick.
if you have a private server, you have everything because all you need to set up a private lobby is put passwords on it, and that's really easy. So it's better that
Yeah,
they bring out private servers, to be honest, than
yeah,
private lobbies. But
well, yeah,
if they were to do private lobbies, then it would be really easy to introduce a sort of co-op game mode or a sort of zombies type thing, dino mode sort of thing. Um,
yeah,
Maybe a single player DLC add-on or something. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but I look. It's like, well, the PC already has it, but I think I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't
Have
know.
you? So you've not played any Titanfall, or have you played? Sorry, any Battlefield 4, or have you played anything else like not Titanfall, not Battlefield 4 related?
I keep playing Forza once in a while.
Uh huh.
Last night, there's a Killer Instinct just released a new DLC. Um, it's got a story mode with it,
Okay. It's
and
the
I
free to
think,
play game.
yeah. But even that DLC is free, and
Okay.
you get a free character too. Well, I think you need the Ultra, and I had that because I won it.
Uh huh.
But I got a free new character, and yeah, I suck at the game a lot, so I need a lot of practice. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean, like free, it just popped out. It's like, well, here, freaking story mode with Killer Instinct, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, that's cool. That was free, so I tried that last night, and
Kind
I
of.
tried it. Like, I'll tell you how bad I am. I put it on medium. I got my ass kicked, like hard kicked. So I put it back to easy, and I barely won.
Kind
So
of.
it's because I don't,
Call
I'm not a
yourself a gamer.
fighter. I'm not a fighting gamer. I don't play them. I think they're cool. I love them,
You're not
but
a fighter. You just like to pick up a pointy thing
yeah,
and press a trigger to kill people instead.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, no sideways.
Give me those weapons.
Yeah, first person shooter and all that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm looking at the patch notes. Even they lowered the points, which I kind of find interesting, but I kind of agree. I guess this kind of fights the camping thing. If you kill a player inside the enemy hard point, the points go from 75 to 50. So you
This is
get less
Titanfall.
points. Yeah, so you get
Yeah,
less
yeah.
points. And the same thing if you're in a friendly,
Yeah, so
the
what
points go from 75 to 50. I guess it's
so
you
it's
get
to
less points.
yeah, it's to encourage people to go out and be constantly capturing enemy hardpoints, which I kind of
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, so you
So it'll create a constant flow.
if you camp a hard point, you're
You're gonna
not
get
going to
less.
get you're going to
Yeah.
get less points for killing people, and I kind of think I like that. But
Yeah.
and even NPCs, it goes from 25 points to 10,
Yeah. Yeah.
and defending a hard point goes from 75 to 25 points.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Nah.
Capture the flag. Capturing a flag goes from 500 to 400. Returning the flag goes from 250 to 100. Killing the flag carrier goes from 150 to 100. So they lowered the points a lot on that one. Except for capturing a flag, you still get quite a bit, but lots of bug fixes, lots and lots of bug fixes.
Have you seen Space
They nerfed.
Engineers?
I watched a little bit of your video,
Yeah.
and I say a little bit because I got bored, but
Cheers, Geigers. Bit of promotion there.
and
Come on, guys. Come and watch this video. You get bored really quick.
yeah, I needed to nap, so I watched your space engineers.
Space Engineers.
Uh,
You said sleep within. So.
Yeah, so because I watched a little bit of yours, I
Yeah.
saw other people's have videos up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching those. So
well, mine was a
doesn't
bit shitty, right? Because like it wouldn't record properly. So that's first. It just wouldn't record properly. So I had to I don't even want to explain. It took me like 30, 40 minutes to record, and I got the footage, and I only could use like half of it because the song ended like abruptly. Well, it didn't end abruptly, but like it came up on me like really quick at the end, and I was like, no, I'm gonna have to finish it here. So there's this bit where basically what happens is I get this ship, and alright, Space Engineers. It's this game about like imagine Minecraft in space. Yeah, that's basically like Minecraft in space, apart from it's like really nice graphics. So
that's probably why I didn't like it.
right, but so basically, like you can build like a little space station from all like these materials, and build like a little spaceship or something, and then like fly off and like go look for some more precious materials. Like, and the way you do it is like you're getting your little spaceship, and the thing that I really liked, and you can see it in the video, is I accidentally ran into my spaceship, and it like bumped and like started just drifting off into space. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I like turned my jetpack on and like hover like over to it and then get in that way. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then my jet, like you get inside it and it's still like drifting slowly through, because obviously there's no friction to slow it down. And you just put on your engines, and then the inertia dampers like stop your ship and stuff like that. It's right cool. Then you drive off to an asteroid. You like jump out of it. You like equip a drill. And then you jump out your ship onto the asteroid, like fly over to the asteroid, land on it, and in the video I like go through this little cave one, like in Star Wars, when they go into that cave and it's actually like going inside the mouth of that monster thing. It's pretty cool. So I land on it, get my drill out, start mining, and I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna like obviously collect the materials like in Minecraft. So you start mining, and then I was like, why am I not getting anything? So I look back, and I've created this like little tunnel into the wall and into the asteroid, and it's not like Minecraft where it's like blocks. It's literally like you're carving away like in SimCity sort of, or like scenery in SimCity, like a world creator sort of thing. And I turned around, and there's all these little like bits floating out of the tunnel and off into space in a big line. And all these little bits are like the rock that I've been mining, and you have to float off and like go up to them and pick them up and stuff, and like take them back to your ship. So cool. And then obviously like you go back to your spaceship, your space station or whatever. If you build it on an asteroid or whatever, you can build them on there. And you go back and you build refineries, and you turn that materials into like other like more precious or useful materials into computer chips and stuff like that. And you can build bigger, huge spaceships. And I eventually got like this spaceship and like started roaming around it. You can park your little spaceship inside it and stuff. So cool. And you don't see it in the video. It's going to probably be in a part 2. But I get one of those huge spaceships and like smash it into another big spaceship, and it's really cool. Like to see it like collide and then fly off into space. And I turned the inertia dampers off, and basically it's this really cool effect where if you put your inertia dampers on and let go of the acceleration, you'll slowly drift to a stop. But if you keep it turned off, the inertia dampers off, because there's no friction in space, obviously you'll keep going at that speed. So you can ramp your speed up so you're traveling at like 100 miles an hour through space, and then jump out, and your ship will obviously just travel at that speed constantly, without accelerating anymore, without using up any more fuel or energy. So you can just set your ship going on a collision course or something, and like bail out, and then watch it as it like collides, and then just endlessly like bits float off into space. So cool, guys. You need to get hold of that game. So, how many minutes of that did you fall asleep for?
All of them.
It's a good game. Also, I've been playing a bit of Need for Speed Rivals. Have you played any of that ever?
No, I want. If I could buy a new game, like I would have bought that one.
Really? I'd still not say it's next gen, which is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now. So I'll probably just discuss it with you now. Like, I still really don't think it's like worth next genning up yet. Like, is there a single game which is truly next gen?
I would Forza 5. I would say yes.
But it's not. There's no maps. They've cut everything back. There's like no maps in it.
Maps don't make it a generation.
Yeah, but you can tell like the only reason like it looks so nice is because they've spent so long on certain things and so little on like it's,
the maps.
The
tracks.
It's infuriating.
The tracks and cars look freaking amazing. Yes, there might be a limited amount of tracks, but they just released a new one today.
Yeah, but it's like
soon.
It's not limited amount. It's like really, really shockingly limited. Like
yeah, but I'm
like 12 or something.
We're not talking like to say it's not next gen because there's only so many tracks. That's just cheap. You know, like. And there is a lot of cars. It's just you got to buy them all. There is a ton of these.
I expect something that like I don't expect. Like I expect to be blown away by something. Like if I'm comparing like PlayStation 2 games to like Xbox.
Oh, I know.
Which is the jump I took. PlayStation 2 to Xbox 360, there was like a huge.
I would call Forza 5 a good next gen game just because of the.
Would you say that's equivalent? Stuff? But that's stuff that we've like had before, though. Like
we've never
on PlayStation
had
2, we had the GTA Ghosts on PlayStation 2, though.
Ghosts
not GTA.
Private times.
I know, but it's like a tiny jump to go.
It doesn't matter. It's still there.
And that's took 2 generations to get there.
Well, it's fine. It's starting. I'm just saying. Like, I look at both systems, and there's people say, "Oh, you know, like, Killzone is next gen." I've looked at all the videos.
Killzone is pretty beautiful.
And I don't see it as next gen. It's just another shooter.
Yeah, I don't see it as next gen. It looks really, really nice.
Yes, it looks nice and all that, but
and
there's no game really out yet that is really, really next gen, in my opinion. Like, and they're coming. Just the system had to come out in order for developers to play with it, and it's just like the 360.
We need Watch Dogs to come out.
No, fuck, I don't even want to. Ugh.
Watch Dogs is going to be because Watch Dogs just has that sort of phone integration functionality. Like that's something like. Just something extra. I hope they take good use of the Kinect voice functions at least. I don't want too much of the jumping around shit, but they could really integrate the voice functions really well with that.
I look at a game like The Division 2. That looks really next gen to me. Like that looks so cool. I can't wait for that one.
Division for people who haven't heard of it before.
What's that?
Explain The Division for people who haven't heard of it before.
The way I've been kind of explaining it to people, it's like DayZ without stupid people and without zombies. Yeah. So, and you squad up in a group of 4, and it's just like you're the Division. You're like what do you call them? They are soldiers. They're like special forces kind of people, but
yeah.
And you're wandering around New York City, but everybody's either, I don't know, there's a sickness going around, so people are dying and
Right.
or dead, whatever. So you're wandering
Who cares?
around trying to clean up the city, I guess. I don't know. There's not a lot of information on what your purpose is there.
Right.
But what's cool about it is like a multiplayer game where you'll have a whole bunch of other squads of 4 all around this city. And I'm going to guess in multiple servers. I can't just see one server because then you'd have thousands of people wandering around shooting each other all the time. But
Yeah.
and so you will come across other groups, and you have, there will be battles and stuff, and you get to steal their stuff, I imagine. But where it differs, like you have the same thing in DayZ, but you have people that go into those games and they'll sit on a water tower and snipe you and take all your stuff, and you have to start all over. So I'm hoping they don't have your team died, you have to start all over thing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. But I mean, like, what I don't like about DayZ is, like, it's supposed to be a zombie game, and every time I've watched a video, I see maybe like 3 zombies on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if you want to make DayZ good, you could have those servers with a whole bunch of people on it, but put like 1 million freaking zombies out there so nobody has to fight each other. Like, you have to deal with zombies, not rows, like groups of people going around stealing all your stuff just because that's what they want to do. But that game
just
looks
reminds
really.
me, it gets me nostalgic about my old RuneScape days. When I used to play that. God, when I was like 11.
But yeah, that game to me, if I am interested in getting a crew together.
Yeah.
But I want, if you are interested,
donations of $50 minimum.
Yeah, you have to be a very dedicated to the cause person to that game. Like, if we were going to hop on every day or every second day and play it for like hours.
Well, basically, just you have to sign a contract which swears your soul over to Geiger, basically.
Because I don't want to hop on and you're playing freaking Forza and you saying, no, I'm playing Forza. You just no, then I don't want you.
I know, man. We don't really like hopping on and
cut and dry.
Oh, man,
you were playing.
I gotta go look after my kids. No,
it's division time.
Yeah.
So, I think people know what I mean by that.
Preferably, you gotta have no life and huge division knowledge and skills. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can join. Then you could join my group. So. If it's that, like, DayZ kind of, like, it does interest me. It just doesn't interest me the way it's set up.
Yeah.
But that's why the division really interests me, because it looks like you have your group of 4, but you could also have another guy that like oversees and brings in new weapons and stuff.
Okay, like a commander sort of thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get.
Admin.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get every time I watch a new video, I'm like, okay, so why is that there? Or like, why can you call in a helicopter or whatever? Like, so the game looks more and more interesting every time I watch a video. So
The Division, when's it out?
It says last quarter of 2014, but there's rumors going around that they won't be ready, but I don't know. Wow. The game just looks amazing so far. So I'm just hoping that what they're showing, like, they say it's gameplay and all that stuff, but I've heard companies say that before. So I'm hoping what they're showing is when the game comes out, that's what I got. So.
Well, depending on when I upload this, if I've slept recently, I will. Usually, I put the like tags in the description, timestamps, and stuff like. See, this is what happens to me when I don't sleep. I can't get my words out. Stuff like trailers. That's it. Trailers for videos.
Yeah, you gotta really go watch the new Snowdrop engine. They explain the whole engine that they built for this, and it looks so nice. So, like, I'm not a big graphics guy. Like, I for me, it's gameplay over graphics.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10, but This game looks really amazing with really amazing gameplay. So if you can give me that, I'm happy.
So
So
yeah, I usually put those in the description of the video. So basically, if I've like swiped too recently, I'll do that. So have a look,
mhm.
and yeah, there'll be like trailers for the Division and stuff like Snowdrop. I'll when I'm editing, I always look through and listen to it. So I'll put those
Yeah.
in. We've got to bloody talk about it. Megalodon.
Oh God. You know,
I'm just taking in your reaction here.
you know what? If you really want to know what I think of the whole Megalodon thing, go watch the Russian Badgers video
No,
on it.
give us what you think. They're here to see you, Geigers.
Yeah, I know, but go watch that video.
Geigers.
And I'm just saying, go watch the video. You'll know my thoughts on it. I think it's dumb. I really do. If
I've not seen that
the
video,
the
so
the,
I
the
don't know.
problem with it is the game. It's the game still works. It's just it's frustrating, and you know there's rubber banding. There's
Well, I've moved from my 16.16 millisecond ping to about well, some days it goes really bad. I get 300, but I'm about
yeah
180 at the moment, which is about average for me.
yeah
And it's just terrible. It's just
yeah.
unplayable. I have to
So there's
play Need for
lots of
Speed.
rubber banding. There's still quote unquote net code problems where you
Yeah.
know you're running around a corner and you're still getting shot. But I mean Titanfall has that too. It's like bullet lag, but you know,
Mm,
Halo had it, Call of Duty had it, like,
but
but it
it's
just in
just
Battlefield it
constant on
just
something.
seems way worse to me. But
Like I'm
it's like
sat
you're
there and I've just like had to quit out of a server and it's like, well, what can I play now? I can't play that game mode. I can't play that game mode. I don't want to play fucking Domination or whatever. I'm not in the mood for it. Oh, I might as well go and drive a car around in Need for Speed. Like literally, that's what's been happening. It's like I just want to play the game I fucking paid for.
yeah. Well, and yeah, I know we talked about this last time. It's like you know, and private servers will help, but it's and at the same time, it's like, well, why do I have to pay for
Yeah.
you know to lower my ticket count? Why can't I just have custom games? I
Yeah.
would be very happy if they would just come out with custom games. It's like I'll make my own freaking game. It's not a private server, but I'll make it only 40 people instead of 60 and I'll be happy with that, you know, like
So the Megalodon was it? Do you think it
it's yes,
was?
it is. It was just another distraction. It's the same thing with the
Do you think it was like?
what's that other
Do
thing
you think it
called?
was information fed?
Yes. Do I are you asking me if I think
Yeah, yeah,
Jack Fragg's old about it?
yeah.
Yes, I do.
Hmm.
Plain and simple. He can deny it, whatever. I don't care. Even, you know what? I would have to hear from everybody that worked at EA Dice, and they all say no, we didn't tell anybody. But and would it happen randomly? Yes, but not as quickly.
Hmm.
Like if
Is
you
it the
go out,
same as the exploding uh, lantern on the chip thingy? Is it the same as that where you need to be private server? Or is it public?
I don't know. I don't know. Like you can't. I know what you're talking about. Like, you can't do that on a private server. You have to do it on or not a private server.
Like you have to sort of like go into an empty server, don't you? On console, I think anyway. Oh, am I wrong
No,
about that?
you have to do it during a game.
Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe I'm confused there. I'm the one who's bloody done a video with the exploding thing, so I should know. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah, it has to be
Scrap that.
during a game.
But
So it probably isn't. But you know, the thing is like it was the same thing. They filled the server with people. They looked all over the place, and you know, they all swam around the buoy, and all of a sudden the shark showed up.
hmm.
And
I relate this back to Lost, and they used to do a lot of stuff like this. They used to do like all like the hidden like online messages and real world like I could go out and physically buy a book and think it was a normal book, and it's actually a book that's been produced by the writers of Lost, and it ties into the story and it's got these hidden hints of it and stuff like that. They did little things like that, and it's like they're doing that with the Kevin whatever his name is website.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like that. But the thing is with Lost, like they had like an official Sky One, in the UK anyway, Sky One Lost podcast where these guys were obviously, it's like as if EA did a podcast about Battlefield, right? And they were obviously part of it, but they like Lost was very secretive. Like they kept things from the actors for a long time. But even when the actors were brought into the loop, like towards the end of Lost, and they started to get to know like things in advance, and a lot of the crew did, and it could have got passed to those podcast people. The information wasn't, and it was obvious that it wasn't, with just how they used to talk and speculate about things, and it would be they used to miss things that they could have had so many views and so many listeners gained by if they brought it out first every single time. But it wasn't. It was like, like just after we'd gone live last week, after the last episode of Lost, somebody found this and we missed it. That happened so many times because they covered every, I think, 6, 8 seasons. God, I used to love that show so much. I've forgotten so much about it now. But yeah, basically, like it's similar to what they're doing with Battlefield, but like it's sort of disingenuine and it's half-assed.
Yeah. Well, you look at it like Naval Strike came out. Right away, people were complaining about the rubber banding and all that. They're complaining about this, that, and the other thing. They're complaining about the map layout. Like, it just tons of complaints. And all of a sudden, Megalodon, all the complaints went away.
People are so stupid. Why do people act like 11-year-old kids? And I'm really sorry to you 11-year-old kids out there who aren't, stereotypical, like, the annoying little jerk kid. There's loads of you out there. I wasn't one of them, hopefully. Probably was. But... it just annoys me.
Yeah, so all the complaining went away for a few days.
It annoys me how people fall for this. Why is the mainstream Battlefield community like enjoy all this stuff, Geiger's? What is
I
it?
have no
Why?
I have no idea because I don't.
Got a million views in under 24 hours on this.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And I'm like, I'm happy for the guy. It sounds like I'm really jealous of the guy and stuff like that, and I'm not. And I'm really happy for him. And I was, especially because I was like on Twitter, I was like public saying, like, was it him who found it?
I watched it too. I'm not going
to go to whoever found it. So at the end, I was like, oh great, Jack Frank's got it. Congratulations. Yeah,
like I watched it too, and I'm sure everybody. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it or not. Like me, I didn't like it. I still watched it because I wanted to see it. And then whenever I decide to go back into Battlefield, I want to see it for myself. But
why though? Why?
But that was the thing. You just wanted to see it, so everybody saw it. Okay, but my thing wasn't, oh, good. I forget everything that ever happened with Battlefield. It's like no, it's like I watched it. I'm not gonna say if I gave it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm not gonna say that. I didn't
immediately have such an excitement urge. It was like, oh, it's popped up. I know everybody else is gonna watch it, so I might as well watch it. And I watched it and skipped through the video. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I watched it probably the first 10 seconds. I watched it, saw the shark. Okay, cool, and that was it. I turned it off because that's all I wanted to see is the shark, and I was done. I haven't watched another one since. That's all I wanted to see.
It's annoying because I don't know.
But the thing is, it's like there's people like me and you. Okay, there's the shark, but I'm not. This doesn't make me not angry anymore. So
almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the thing that's annoying me is they get so many views from it, so there must be so many people that like it. So we must be in. We're not obviously in everybody doesn't agree with us. Do you know what I mean? So maybe we're getting really crazily pissed off for no reason, but it just I don't know. It just really annoys me.
It wasn't just there's a lot of people on Twitter that had the same reaction. It's like, oh wow, a shark, and that was it. It's like, so they all watched it, we all watched it. There's nothing wrong with the fact that we watched it. It's the fact that if you totally got brainwashed by saying, oh, they have a shark, and I don't care anymore that this game is rubber banding and all these problems, then you're a big problem of the community. But the majority of the people that didn't, I can't say majority, but a lot of people that didn't like the video or thought it was just a distraction, said, "Oh, cool, whatever, a shark," but I'm still pissed off. You know,
I think there's
we're the
something.
yeah.
I think there's something very fishy going on.
Well, it is. It's a distraction, and the same thing with that other thing. You know,
You
it's
missed the
got to.
pun.
Huh?
You missed the pun.
Oh, whatever.
There's something very fishy going on.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. But yeah, it's the same
South
thing with
Park
the
reference.
other thing with the ghost or whatever that's called. It's just a distraction to get people to stop thinking about.
The
And
Predator, you
you
mean?
know what it is? And somebody said,
Yeah, you mean the ghost on
yeah,
YouTube.
you know
Oh
what
no,
it
no,
is?
no, because
And
I like that sort of stuff. That's like,
yeah, but that's
like that.
fine. You could do
Like,
all that stuff, but put a freaking working game out.
I don't know.
If they had a
Maybe I'm like
working game
being.
and everybody was still playing it,
Yeah,
and you put a shark in there, I'd be
yeah.
like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
I think.
but
But
but now
isn't
you
there
got
something like really hypocritical about this then? Like how we're like really pissed off about it? Maybe because aren't we just being affected by like something else, like not actually the shark? Like I don't know. I don't want to be
well now no,
hypocritical.
you know what the problem is now is like it was bad enough that nobody PTFO'd before. Now
Oh,
nobody is because everybody's swimming out in the
oh,
middle of
Rush
the
is
ocean trying to see the
gone.
shark.
What has
You
happened
know,
to Rush? I know some people don't like Rush. I know, like for example, Chalk really hates Rush, and I know a lot of people who are part of a group of people who do play the objective very well on Conquest don't like Rush because they think it's about KD. People that I respect very much, and people like the way 2022. And I watched a video of his recently, and he was talking about KD and does it matter. And we acknowledged that Rush. There are some people who do like to play the objective, and I'm one of those people. And I love Rush so much because it's like you're doing a little mini campaign that's different. It's like a little mini campaign level that's different every single time because it's not AI people you're playing against. It's like it's online people, and and I love Conquest because it's like that huge open battlefield thing. So it's not like I'd get rid of Conquest and keep Rush. Like I love them equally, but I just love Rush so much. And nobody pushes up, nobody defends the objective. The spawns are just unbelievably stupid, and the map design. I'm sorry, there's big YouTubers out there saying, "Oh, the map design is so amazing. Oh, it's so brilliant." Oh, shut the fuck up. The map design is terrible. Like there's a beach with two MCOMs on it, and you drive up to it in your boat, and you get out, and it's exactly the same as what Battlefield Podcast was saying the other day. I've had so many rounds like that where you'll get out your boat. 20 people will be pushing up the beach, like in a big push at the beginning, because everybody tries to set the objective like the Rambo at the beginning, and then everybody will get mowed down because like it's just what happens. Everybody just gets mowed down on this particular map I'm thinking of. It's just so easy for the defenders to defend. And then they've got like all the boats, and then everybody's just disheartened by that first attack. So like you'll get 5 people pushing every now and again, every like 20 seconds or so, and everybody just stays back sniping from the carrier or just trying to flank around single-handedly and not getting any revives or anything like that. It's just so annoying. It's really annoying.
yeah.
I love Rush, and it's just gone. I don't know if they've done it or if like I don't know, maybe if all the gadgets and all the extra shit that they've put in the game has just made Rush not playable properly anymore. I don't know if it is map design. I just don't play it that much anymore, to be honest. And and if you look at my time on it, I play it a lot, so it's not like I don't play it. And I'm one of these people that's like, no, I don't like it anymore, and I don't really play it. I'm not one of those people. I do play it a lot, but I really don't play it as much as I used to compared to other game modes.
Yeah. I don't even play it at all because I know what you mean. It's like, and I think the problem is it's still like, and I would never have believed Battlefield 3 me on the Xbox 360 when you told me like 32 on 32 sucks.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of PC guys say that, and I'm like, whatever. It sucks. And there are people out there that want more, but and the only reason it sucks is because now you have 4 or 5 times the amount of snipers that you
Yeah.
had before,
Yeah.
or people that not playing at all or whatever. So yeah, you go play Rush or even Conquest. It's like you go to take the next objective and like you're the only guy there.
Yeah.
It's like there's 31 more people and not one of you came to be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like where the hell are you?
Yeah.
Like, oh, there you are on top of the freaking building at
With the
Charlie
cannon,
still.
or top of the hill with the cannon.
Yeah, whatever. It's like I understand,
Or
it's their
missing
game. They
from
paid
800
for it.
meters away with a 20
Yeah,
times
they
scope.
want to get. It's like they want to do their own thing. I get that, but don't you want to win? Like whatever. What happened to wanting to win? Like nobody wants to win anymore. And it's like, and if you want to win, and I've been called this. It's like I've been told to relax and stop trying so hard and like
Yeah, I don't get that. I
get a
don't get the
life and
hype.
all that. So it's like why? Because I want to win.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just a tryhard, I guess, because I want to win a game. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if
Well,
it's
these are the
because
people
of
that will fanboy over Optic from like Call of Duty or whatever. So don't just yeah.
and it's like,
These people
well,
are just disrespectful.
they want to win. If anybody wants to win, it's those gamers and Call of Duty. I know people like they look down on them and all that. It's like, why they're like that? Because they want to win. They are so freaking pumped up and full of Red Bull that
Yeah.
the only thing on their mind is winning.
I
And
don't
so
know.
when they do win or even lose, their reaction reflects that. Like.
Yeah.
Like if I was playing a video game and won $400,000, you're damn right I'd be yelling and screaming and calling everybody every name in the damn book. I wouldn't care. I go sleep on my money bag, like. But I mean, why? These kids are not. It's not just kids. It's guys of all different ages. It's like, why don't you have that wanting to win attitude? I don't understand it at all. Like, and it's gone. Like gaming, I've watched it because I've played it. I'm older than everybody listening to this probably, but I've watched it. Just dissipate into not giving a shit. Like nobody gives. You go into any game Battlefield, and I don't know, 75% of the people just don't care.
Yeah.
They don't want to win. They don't like. Well, they might want to win, or they're happy to be on the winning team, but they didn't really do anything to help. It's like
They didn't make a decision in their mind, like to say, I'm going to go up this corridor and maybe sacrifice some lives, or I'm going to go this
yeah,
route for the win. They're just like casually spawning in, playing along.
yeah. Okay,
Is it
yeah.
a
It's like
casual player
okay.
problem? Are we just being like the hardcore elitists here?
Well, yeah, we are. We're the try hard, freaking want to win type of people, and that's what majority. Like when you think of a Battlefield community, that's the type of people we are. Like we want to win. Then you got, but the problem is we are a minority. I know we might think we're a
Isn't
majority of
that like a
people, but
gamer
we're
thing?
not.
Isn't that a gamer thing? Like, if somebody comes into the game, like, surely this should be a bad thing for EA and DICE. Like, if I've never heard of Battlefield and I see it on TV and I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool, and I'm like, I'll get that, pick it up, and I jump in, and I'm a gamer. I'm used to playing Call of Duty, where I can take like 50 people out and win a game, and they're trying to copy Call of Duty apparently. And I'm used to that, and I jump in and I can't make any difference to a game whatsoever anymore. In my new kill streaks, I can use my helicopter. Oh, it gets wiped out. Well, what?
Yeah, that is a problem too. Is that like game design has made it. I think that's a major problem. Is game design has made it so nobody wants to play because they'll die instantly. There's like helicopters, like tanks, like anything. Like there's. I've never seen a tank get destroyed so fast in any game. It's like, and yeah, there's good tank drivers out there, but I mean, like everybody's got 15 different types of launchers. So you drive around the corner and it's like, you're getting locked on from everywhere, and you're dead. So it's like, so now you go back to it's like, well, how come you're not trying? It's like, why should I? Like
You know that
why should why should I go capture B when I'm gonna die 15 times just getting there? You know what
especially
I
with
mean?
the assignments as well. I know we say this all the time, but the assignments are still that way. The naval strike one, I figured out the best way to unlock that thing was to to get the attack choppers with a rocket launcher. The best way for me to do it was to go and sit up on Siege of Shanghai with my pickup weapon that spawns there all the time. That one hit sort of rocket launcher that sends 4 rockets off, and just wait for their attack chopper to spawn and like aim at it. You basically can hit it within like 10 seconds of it flying in your direction from the base. And they flare or ECM, and your missiles, as long as you like, basically, I know it's bad, but I'll give you a tip on how to basically like use it. Wait until the heli is until there's nothing behind the heli like a building or anything like that that the missile could hit. And then what happens is you'll shoot your missile off, the heli will flare or ECM, the missile will miss and it will just either fly up in the air or go behind, and then you just, as long as there's no building, it won't hit anything and blow up. And then all you have to do is hold don't reload, just hold the lock onto the heli and it will reacquire. And in the same missile's like lifetime, as long as it's not hit anything, you just aim it on it and hold it on it and it'll hit them. It's just, that's unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
and I can do that. Like, I just sat there and I did that in like one round and got the rest of the things that I needed. I think I needed like 3, and I'd got 2 over the course of like 50 games, and I was like, holy shit, I can use this. And then because I did it on a transport heli and it just gave me like 900 points in one go, I was like, yeah, sweet. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy shit, why the hell am I like trying to use the straw and shit? Oh yeah, a tip for people as well using the S4 or the straw. I don't know if it's just like people don't get this, but it's like, it's laser, think of it as like a laser designated rocket launcher. Like people are using it as if it's like one of those ground launcher turret things that you get on like Caspian Border, where you launch the rocket launcher and then you like move it around and it like sort of guides it like a remote control thing. It's not remote control, it's laser designated. So if you are aiming at a heli, I see all these clips on YouTube and it's like really, really skillful to do it, but it just seems like they don't know that you can do it another way. And the way that you can use it is just aim it on the heli, and as long as you keep the bang middle of the crosshairs on the heli, it will hit the heli, as long as they don't like flare or something like that. I see so many people trying to guide it and trying to wire it around and spin it around and like sort of remote control it into the heli from miles away. It's so much easier just to stand there still, like, and just aim it on the heli as it slowly moves across your screen, and you'll get a hit. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure people must know that, but I just see so many clips where people, it looks like they don't know. And obviously it's more skillful. It's like 10 times more skillful to do the little fly around thing. But there's certain times where it looks like they're not trying to be like that skillful necessarily. It's just a good clip that they've put in, and just sort of obvious that they didn't really know it. So anyway, other games that you've been playing?
That's about it.
That's about it. I'm gonna play some Payday 2 soon with Danny on PC. I downloaded that the other day, and yeah, like I had it.
I was gonna say I wish I could play. Well, I could if I wanted to, but
Payday 2.
I want to play World of Tanks.
Oh yeah, well that's on 360 for free, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it free? Why don't you just plug your 360 in then?
Well, it is plugged in. It's always ready to go.
Well, turn it on! Is that what's stopping you? I can't bother to...
No, I don't want to play by myself. I've done that.
Okay. Is it boring?
But no, it's a good game. I like it. I think it'd be better with friends, but...
Is there transactions?
There is, yeah, if you want to, but you don't need to. Like, you got some pretty good tanks right away, so...
Okay.
But I heard today, and they pretty much confirmed that there's going to be some backwards compatibility with the 360.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I don't know how it's going to work because they never really said, but it wouldn't surprise me if it. I don't think every game will work.
Wait, stop. What are you eating?
Chocolate.
Ooh, what type? What type?
I don't know.
Come
Never
on.
bought. I
What
don't
type?
know. It's their wrapper. I don't know. I can't see.
What
It's dark in
special
here.
Canadian type?
Yes, Canadian chocolate.
Ooh.
Um,
Made with beaver ass juice. I'm joking. I'm joking.
as it was right. How did you know?
Uh,
Um, I'm thinking
I
it'll
feel
be.
like I feel so sorry for the people that like listen to this, like, because I've been getting. Oh, by the way, hello and thank you very much to all my new subs recently. I've been getting quite a few of you, so thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and especially you old guys, because you're the ones who have been like pushing my videos to get those new subs. So definitely not forgetting about you old guys. But yeah, I feel so sorry for those guys who have not listened to any of the other podcasts, and like this is like the first one that they've seen since they subbed, and they've just listened to so many like contextual jokes that sound really bad. Like beaver ash juice, for example. Oh, wait though, I need to ask you about Goat Simulator.
What about it?
Have you seen
I
Goat
watched some
Simulator?
pretty funny. Yeah, I watched some pretty funny videos on it, and that's
It looks so sick, doesn't it?
yeah.
Oh
I'm
god.
a. Here's a little known secret that people should know about me. I am a huge Machinima fan.
Uh-huh.
I've been watching their videos for years,
Yeah.
but they have a goat one on there, and I laugh my ass off. So if you want, just go watch that one. That's all you need to know about Goat Simulator. But those guys have been making fun of sim games
Yeah, yeah,
forever, right? So it's like
yeah.
this game was made for them. It just makes me laugh.
What I like about it is it's like a joke that somebody's like took seriously,
It took a
and
week. They made that game in a week.
oh my god.
And you know what the big joke is? There's an achievement to crash the game. Okay, and you can remember this game was made in a week. There's an achievement to crash Goat Simulator.
Oh my god.
Simulator. Nobody can do it.
What? That's
Battlefield
mental.
4, you can crash that game by hopping in a jeep. You
You
know?
can crash that game by trying to load it up. What the hell are you on about, man?
Yeah, I know. So
That's that game thinking about like unboxing it.
yeah, look, we said the word crash, and somewhere
Battlefield
the
4
game
crash.
crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it crashed. Yeah.
That's what's, yeah, somewhere right now. Within the course of this podcast, 19 Battlefielders have had their Battlefield 4 crash on them. Would you
Yeah,
like to
because.
donate to the Battlefield 4 crash campaign?
But yeah, like I mean, the
We
guys
stand
built
for
it in a
getting
week.
guys to fix their shit. Vote now. Sorry.
Yeah,
I always have to take it one step too far. Anyway.
yeah, you do. Anyway,
So, Goat Simulator. Crash of the
funny.
game. Amazing.
Looks funny. I'm not gonna go buy it, but it looks funny.
I can't wait for Goat Simulator 3. That is going to be the one,
Oh
I
yeah.
think. Multiplayer.
They'll
Goat Simulator 2 will be okay. Goat Simulator
they're
3.
putting multiplayer in it.
No. No.
Yeah, they are. I
Oh
read
my
that. I'm
god.
sure they are.
Oh god.
They're doing an update and they're gonna put it in there.
Space Engineers
I'm sure.
multiplayer. Oh, by the way, I don't get any. There's a lot of thing about like sponsorship recently. I don't get any sponsorship on like. Let me think. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no, I've never
I don't
ever
think
received any sponsorship, and none of the giveaways I've ever done have been sponsored. Yeah, I can be 100% right on that. None of the giveaways I've ever done on my channel have ever been sponsored. None of the videos I've ever put on, they might be monetized, but they've never been a sponsored video. So, if it sounds like I really like a game and I'm promoting a game, it's because I really, really like a game. Space Engineers, I bought it. I saw a video on YouTube for it. I've went and watched lots of videos for it. I bought the game, and I'm really enjoying it, and I would like a lot more people to play it. So that's basically like that's how I like that's how I do shit now. And that's why I really like about not feeling too good about what I do. There's been so many people that have asked for the name of the song that I've used in my videos, and I've been able to pass them a link to it, and they've listened to it on YouTube and said, "Oh yeah, I love that. I'm gonna download it now." I've had people actually like show me like a screen capture of them downloading like a full album of off of somebody because they've heard a song, or somebody said my wife really liked that song, so she maybe downloaded it. So it's the exact same with me in games, and that's what I really like about Space Engineers. So at the moment they've got like little multiplayer thing. You can have like little four Space Engineers flying around in space. Yeah, totally cool. But multiplayer for goats in, like, like I like the game, but I know you can go inside like the castle and stuff like that. You can do like the demon sacrifices and stuff like that, but it can't last more than like what 3 hours, can it? Until you've done everything. Like, what is there to do in multiplayer? Like, do everything with somebody else. Gaggers?
You lost me at Space Engineers.
Ah, you bastard! No, you hear me, yeah?
No.
Right, Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
What is it that they can do with multiplayer? Because in single
I
player,
have no idea.
you do everything in like 3 hours.
No,
right?
well, there is like headbutting and stuff like that in the single player game, and you can run. There's a bunch of stuff you can do in that game, but
I know, but seriously, like you can go into the castle and you can like link the paraglider or something, and
you gotta remember the game was made in a week.
I know.
As a joke. So the multiplayer is just a joke. The whole game is just a joke.
I suppose, yeah.
So if you're gonna take it seriously, you're doing everything
seriously. Shit. God,
so calm your shit down. It's a joke.
God, took it too seriously.
Go play Battlefield.
Oh man, I want to play. Oh, that's what I was gonna say as well. Okay, I'm not gonna say the word, but that game that I've been playing recently has really got me excited for Battlefront, though. Like seriously, like Star Wars Battlefront. Because
you know what, I'm like the rest of the community. I'm worried, I'll say this over and over again. I think Battlefield 4 is the beta for freaking Battlefront. I really do.
I hope that they learn from Titanfall, and Titanfall has been a wake-up call to them, and that they've like changed stuff, and that it will be a mixture of Battlefield and Titanfall, which is the EA title. I think, sorry, not think, because I got worried too, but I hope it's going to be a sort of Battlefield, Battlefront, and Titanfall mix type game.
Yeah, with some Star Wars in there.
Well, yeah, obviously. Star Wars is the main thing, the theme, that ties it.
I don't know.
So, if we had to,
I don't even know what to do with that game. Like, I don't know. I might be playing a Division and never come out. So,
so if you had to recommend buying one game until we podcast again, what would it be? Oh, by the way, very quickly, South Park Stick of Truth. I'm just gonna say one line on that. Get that fucking amazing game.
Oh, I want that game.
Oh, Geiger's, get it. Seriously, I can't say anything else.
I do, but I'm waiting for the price to go down.
No, man, it's worth it. Get it. It's worth it. I would.
I know. I watched a little bit of a playthrough that.
Oh my god, no!
Did.
Like,
I want to play it, you know. But...
play it. It's so good. It is so.
I might.
Good.
That's why I said I might. I want it.
So
what is it? Is it out on the Xbox One or just the 360?
Well, as far as I know, just the 360. But it is so funny. Like literally, like makes you laugh out loud. Like,
yeah.
And you can, like, I'm not saying like a lot of people don't laugh out loud, but when I'm sat there watching a funny show and it's genuinely funny, I don't usually laugh out loud. I'll do a little like sort of thing. I usually laugh in my head. I'll like smile or whatever. And same with movies and stuff like that. This game makes you laugh out loud. It's so funny. Like I don't want to say anything about it because it's just hilarious. I don't want to spoil.
No, I've watched a whole bunch. I think it.
And there's so many of those things where if you were to stop what you're doing in the game and try and describe it to someone else, they would be like, "Holy fucking shit, you're doing what?"
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like the game is exactly the same as the TV show, which is awesome.
Good. It is so good. It's literally the best South Park game ever, and I played a lot of South Park games, a lot of old South Park games, and they were, well, pretty much shit. But
yeah,
this one is.
No, it's like I've watched it. I mean, like it's like playing the TV show, and you can move the character around. Like it's so funny.
Good. It's so good. Seriously, if you haven't got that game, and you can, go and get that game. If you can. I can't say anything else apart from 10 out of 10. Get that game.
I don't know. Like if yeah,
Don't
if I
expect,
wasn't
like,
if I
replayability,
wasn't busy
but
with the competition stuff with Titanfall that for the next forever,
yeah, yeah.
I'd probably get that game.
I'd probably
So.
say, like, don't expect replayability too much, but that's probably, like, the only fault I can think of. If you're one of those people that like to go through and collect everything, like, it's got loads of little collectibles, so I suppose you could do a quick run through and then play it again one more time, but apart from that, it's not got any, like, replayability to it, but it's just so good. It's just good.
And well, you
There's
look
a
at
few
like
repetitiveness, but
Borderlands 1.5 is coming out. But
I don't like Borderlands,
it's going. I love Borderlands. I thought it was fun, but it's going on the 360. It's not even going on the
What?
one.
Oh
And it's
my
like,
god.
why are all these games going to the 360 and the PlayStation 3? That's the
Because
problem. Is that,
the
but
real
these
problem is, why have we bought bloody ones or got ones?
because we wanted to play Battlefield 4 on there.
Again, why did we get ones?
Because we wanted to play Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One.
That seems like not a sufficient reason anymore. So I'm still looking for a reason as to why I got mine.
I'm happy I got mine. I'm really happy I didn't get rid of my 360.
Yeah,
even though I haven't gone back to it. But the only reason I have not gone back to it is because I'm in the clan and I'm going in the comp stuff. If I wasn't in that, I'd probably be back on my 360 playing freaking World of Tanks right now.
The only reason I haven't gone back is because I've got these like extra games that sort of I'm not really excited by them, but they just keep me alright-ish. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I
keep playing. I play Forza 5 once in a while.
Yeah.
Just to play something different.
Still,
but
I don't know. I'm probably like being all depressive and.
We're early adapters. That's all it is. Like.
Yeah.
Should like if you look at hindsight, should we have waited? I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't have waited. I like
definitely, and
I like the fact. I like the fact that I could play. I like the fact that I could play Battlefield 4 32 players. I did not think, and nobody else thought, it would take this long to get private servers in order to,
But you haven't been on. Like, you can't now. You can't play Battlefield large maps and large servers.
No, I know that. That's what I mean. It's like
so there isn't that.
Yeah.
I turned Battlefield off because I can't do like modes that I want to play anymore.
Yeah. I know it's sad, and I just.
That's
why I said, like I probably won't go back until private servers come out. But I mean, I don't know.
Right, on that note, I am off to eat some, what have I got here? Pringles extra cheesy nacho cheese.
Alright.
Really nice. And some Monster. And probably, you going to play some Titanfall or something? Geigers?
Yes, I am probably going to play some Titanfall.
So I will probably jump on with you. So we will wrap this up, and thank you very much for watching.
All right, wrap it up. Let's go.
Let's go. You can find me at http:// I'm joking. YouTube.com/Addison396 and Twitter.com/Addison396. Just search for Addison396. Where can they find you?
I don't know. Twitter and YouTube.
Under what names? Geigers is the worst self-promoter I have ever heard. It's literally
alright. Whatever.
Subscribe if you probably don't want to.
Follow me on Twitter and there's my link to YouTube. There you
go.
This is something I want to say.
Okay.
To my new Twitter followers.
Yeah.
I have got
addressing you right now. Are you listening?
I have
for those that have gone this long.
Yeah. Well, my Twitter followers has grown crazy.
I know. Very good. I like it.
I'm at 469 right now.
Yeah.
And
you're taking me, you little
if any of you are watching this, thank you. Like I don't know, I don't want to be one of those people that say I don't know why you're following me. I have my
you Geigers on.
Yeah, no, I have my beliefs, and I'll keep them to myself of why you're following me. But just thanks. And
it's that.
if you're following me here, you know, my YouTube link is right there, Geiger's 40.
Yeah.
Just go watch a few videos. You can subscribe, whatever, you know, but
It would be good.
yeah.
Boosted
YouTube.com/user/Geigers40.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna change one of these days to LS Geigers, I think.
No, GWG. I'm going with that.
No.
Come on. I'm gonna make that happen.
The title of the YouTube is Gaming with Geigers, but I don't want to call it GWG.
Why?
Because you're talking about branding, and it was been in my head for the last since that podcast, and I'm thinking if I switch everything to LS Geigers, then that would be cool. So.
Okay. Well, what happens if you leave Lucky Strike? Or if Lucky
What?
Strike just happens to, like, something bad happens and they have to stop playing together or something? I don't know.
Then I'll call it GWG then.
Yeah? Okay. Alright, so thank you very much for your time, guys. Take care, and is that everything, guys?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and take care, everyone.
We'll leave it there. Take care. Bye. And cut.